Jamie, you're a long-term ambassador for National Tree Day. What is it about the event that keeps you coming back year after year?
Oh, what keeps me coming back year after year? I think this is my 12th year now. I'd have to say it just feels good to get the wider community putting plants into the ground, you know. I mean, it's a part of Australia's culture now. It's become a part of our diary and our yearly calendar. We look forward to it. And, you know, it makes us feel good about our year, the fact that we're giving back to the environment. And when you can teach children that, that's the most important thing. And I think that's what keeps me coming back, yeah.
Are you an optimist or a pessimist about the state of the environment?
That's a tough question. I would have to say I'm a bit of a pessimist. You know, I would have hoped that we could have made bigger changes prior to now. Look, it's savable, but there are so many species that have become extinct and there's so much damage that's been done. We're always going to have scars somewhere, I think. But maybe that's a positive thing. Maybe that's, you know, the universe's way of saying, don't forget what you almost did to me.
Mm. And I suppose that's where National Tree Day comes in as well. Gives people a sense of hope.
It does. National Tree Day gives people a sense of hope. It's you know, it's that positive feeling of getting trees into the ground, soaking up carbon emissions, you know, benefiting habitats, you know, encouraging wildlife to come back into our neighbourhoods again.
What's your favourite part of the event?
I think probably my favourite part about the event is seeing the looks on the kids' faces when they're just getting the little tube stocks into the ground. There's nothing like it. I think the kids remember it. I remembered it when I was at school, and you know, the kids will never forget it. And they drive past 10, 20 years later and go, "Mum, I planted that tree. You know, remember that?"
Of course, there's more to National Tree Day than just planting trees, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. There's more to it. You know, I think it's really about bringing the community together. It's about creating awareness in regards to the damage that we've done to our planet over the last few hundred years. It's about the importance of looking after our local wildlife, not just looking after ourselves. You know, we're here with other people and other living beings, and I think it's about teaching the kids how to reconnect with the environment again, and with technology and TV games and television itself. It's, you know, we're really pulling them away from their backyards, and so National Tree Day is a great way to get kids reconnected again, and really let them know what's important.
What was it in your childhood, do you think, that turned you onto the environment?
Probably my mum. My earliest memories of gardening was with my mum. I was about 4 years old. We lived in an outback town called Tom Price, and I remember her planting roses in red dirt, and you know, and the water was dribbling off the dust like water off a duck's back. You know, it was pretty tough going, but she always managed to make a garden grow wherever we were, and I just thought she was a magician. And I thought, I've got to learn how to do that one day. And I think she planted a seed that didn't really germinate until many, many years later, but I thank her for it, yeah.
Was there a sort of a conservation ethic?
I think so. I mean, you know, I was always fascinated with the bush, and, you know, I used to spend a lot of time out there and in our great big backyard. And I think I grew closer to the earth because I grew up in a rural area. You know, I feel sorry for the kids that don't get that opportunity. So I think that's probably what's kept me connected to the environment all my life, really.
Tell me what you think people can do to continue that connection with National Tree Day throughout the year.
Well, you know, to offset just us driving a car each year, you need to plant between 14 and 17 trees for every single car that drives, you know, per year. And how many of us can actually say, I planted 14 or 17 trees, besides myself, of course, each year? You know, so it's kind of, it's a real wake-up call when you think about the damage we're doing. And it shouldn't just stop at National Tree Day. There's so much more we can do. Vegetable patches are coming back.
They're dead sexy these days,
aren't they? Sexy? I love it. We're getting back to our roots.
Makes me want to go to Cuba, I must say.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, tell me what you think about Toyota's now 10-year involvement with National Tree Day?
I've got to say, Toyota's involvement with National Tree Day is just phenomenal. For someone to be involved, for a commercial entity like that to be involved for a decade is, you know, hats off to you guys. Well done, Toyota, because without those guys, it could not happen each year. And you know, they're proud Australians, and it shows. It's great. It's great to see, and I hope you stay with us, continue with us. It's great stuff. Thank you, Toyota.